Hey everyone, so I'm going to do a quick TTC update because if you're friends with me on Facebook, you would know what's going on. So I went to acupuncture yesterday. It was phenomenal. I was, oh, of course that one you can't see it, but I was on the table for almost 2 hours with needles front and back. My gallbladder is still doing like some funky things, so we worked on that, and then we stemmed for stemmed meaning like tons of needles in the ovary uterus region to bring blood and nourish it. So we did that yesterday, and then we went out to dinner, and I came back and I said, oh, I haven't done an OPK yet. I did one 2 days ago, and this was just the two cheapies. Let's see if I can get it to not. I hate this thing. There we go. So the top two you can see, cycle day 8, super negative. Cycle day 10, it was darker. So then I had bought the digitals that day. So I was like, oh, I'll try the digitals. Why can't I get it? There we go. And I got a smiley face on my first one. So I was like, okay, that's weird. So, then I took one later on that night, and it was super dark again, right? Cycle day 10. So I was like, all right, so it's BD. So we did. But then I took, did I take another one this morning? Oh, I can't even remember. Sorry. Let's see. I did. I took another one. It was like later this afternoon. So there's the cycle day 8, cycle day 10 at like 6, cycle day 10 at like 10 o'clock. And then that was early this afternoon. So like obviously you can see that it got dark and then it went back to light. I took another digital this afternoon, and I did the whole waited like 2 hours before I peed and didn't drink a lot of fluids to try and like get one that wasn't so diluted, and the digital came back negative. So I don't know. I wasn't temping this cycle, but now I'm like curious. So this morning I took a temp and it was like 97.18, which is like super low. That's like my period time temp. So I guess I'll just temp and see what happens. I mean, I don't know if I'll ovulate in like the next couple of days or what's gonna happen. I I am all of my cycles that I've done naturally. I get a negative OPK within 24 hours after a positive. So I ovulate like really quickly. Which I think I want to bring up to the RE just because they do the trigger shot and then 36 hours later they do the IUI. So, I'm just kind of nervous about that. But anyways, so I don't know what's going on. Cycle day 10 is ridiculously early for me to get a positive OPK. The only reason I did this early was on the chart in the digitals. Well, I did 8 because I was just cycled 8. I just really wanted a piano stick, to be honest. So then when I opened up the digitals, it said if you have a 28-day cycle to start testing on cycle day 10. And last cycle I had a 28-day cycle. So that's why I started testing at cycle day 10. I never thought I was going to get a freaking positive, like blazing. Um, so I have no pain. I don't really have any like EWCM. I have had a headache like all day, which I don't know what the deal is with that, but yeah, I don't know what's going on. So we might BD today again, just to like make sure, and then we'll take a day off and then we'll do it again. Um, but I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Before my surgeries, so like 2 years ago, obviously when I was on birth control, I had 28-day cycles, and then when I got off birth control, I would have 28-day cycles, and but then I would have random ones that were longer, and then I would skip cycles. But once I started actually doing the IUIs last year, I had longer cycles. So I remember I wasn't going in for IUIs until cycle day 16 to, I think my last one was like 19. Was when I was doing the IUIs. So then after I miscarried, I had like a 30-day cycle, 32-day cycle, a 60-day cycle, 30 let me see if I can pull it up really quick. Pull up my fertility friend. Thing is a godsend. Like, whoever created this is freaking amazing. I never thought I would like love an app more than this app that I love. So March 8th, so I started bleeding on 28th, so I had a 27-day cycle, which makes sense because they say to start testing at cycle day 9 or 10 if you have a 27 or 28-day cycle. Okay. February, I had a 36-day cycle. 35-day cycle. And then, so that was like my January cycle. And then December, I had 35. And then, or January, I had 35. And then November, December, I had like 53. Then obviously I was pregnant before that. So I think that I really honestly think my gallbladder just was hanging something up on my body, and it just wasn't functioning properly. And my husband and I had a really awesome conversation yesterday about everything, and I'm getting teary because my husband totally opened up to me, and it was kind of crazy. But he won't go on YouTube, by the way. He refuses to come on here with me. He thinks it's awesome. He loves the community, but he doesn't want to go on here. But he just opened up about the miscarriage and everything, and it was really honest, and we haven't really talked about it. I mean, I talk about it, but I don't really hear how he feels about it. So anyways, we talked a lot about the TTCing and the IUIs, and we're really, really, really looking forward to May. He actually joked with me this morning because I want a new car, and he's like, if you get pregnant this month, the car is all yours. And I was like, well, way to put the pressure on me. But he was just joking. He knows it takes two to tango. But we're just excited, and I honestly think that my gallbladder was a huge reason why I wasn't getting pregnant, because I treat my body as a whole, and I think acupuncture for that, because your whole body is one system. So when you have one thing that's messing up, it's messing up your whole body and your whole functioning. So I feel so much better after having my gallbladder out. Like my emotional, my physical, I just feel better. So I honestly think that it was a huge reason why we weren't getting pregnant naturally. And I'm okay with doing an IUI again, and we'll go from there. And if we don't get pregnant, although I'm like, fingers crossed, I'm going to do everything in my power to make it happen. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, so I don't know what's going on. I'll temp, and then I'll keep doing OPKs. Maybe it was a fluke. Maybe my body was prepping to ovulate. Maybe it didn't. I'll know that by my temps always rise after, so I know that I ovulate in the past cycles that I've temped. So I don't know. We'll just wait and see. But that's my little update for right now. So have a fabulous end of the weekend, and I will see you guys tomorrow.